Hi everyone, welcome to Black Cat Crimes. I'm Victoria, and thank you so much for joining me for another missing persons profile. These missing persons profiles are short videos to try to get out information regarding people who have recently gone missing or people whose cases don't have a lot of information. So I'm just trying to get their face and possible location out there. So hopefully we can get those pictures in front of the right people who can help bring them home. In today's missing persons profile, we will be talking about Alexis Marrero. Alexis, who also goes by Lexi, is a 15-year-old girl who disappeared on October 1st, 2022. Lexi is from Delaware. She is white and Hispanic with blue eyes and brown hair. She is 4'11", about 118 pounds. She was last seen wearing a black jacket and shirt, frayed blue jeans, and red, black, and white Vans sneakers. On October 1st, 2022, Lexi was at the Christiana Mall in Newark, Delaware. Though the plan was for her to be picked up that evening, it seems Lexi had a different plan. It would later be discovered after her mother reported her missing after Lexi not being there to be picked up, that Lexi had either ditched her phone on purpose or dropped it in the Christiana Mall parking lot. We would later learn that rather than using her own phone, she had asked several other people at the mall for help either with transportation or a place to stay, or a phone to try to call and get these things. According to an article by 10 Philadelphia, Alexis was either picked up at the mall or got a ride from someone who was already at the mall, and this person was an unidentified man who I don't think investigators have been able to speak to. Later that night, he would drop her off at a Walmart parking lot in Middletown, Delaware. That same evening, Alexis would be picked up from this Walmart parking lot and taken to a house in Middletown's Legends community, where she would then leave that house with other teenagers. On the morning of October 2nd, Alexis would be seen at a Kohl's in Middletown still. And then we know that evening that a driver saw her walking down the side of Marl Pit Road in the rain. So that driver pulled over and offered her a ride and took her to a Wawa store where she would be dropped off later that evening. And it seems like Lexi kind of hung out in Middletown for a few days. We don't know what she was doing or where she was, who she was with, at least not publicly. The police and investigators and the family may know, but they haven't shared that publicly, and we do know that they are holding back some details. But we do know that she was still in Middletown on October 6th because on that day she asked another resident of Middletown to possibly give her a ride to Northeast Maryland, which is about 35 minutes away from Middletown. And I just want to put a note in here that I'm talking about a city called Northeast Maryland and not just the general region of Northeast Maryland. But we do know that Lexi did somehow manage to get a ride to Northeast Maryland because she would be seen there later with two 20-year-old men on the 6th of October. And according to Delaware Public Media, these two men have been spoken to by investigators. We don't know anything more about that, but that has been reported by that news source. Unfortunately, though, the sighting on October 6, 2022 was the last time that Alexis has been seen. And what's been shared tells us that investigators and family aren't quite sure where she may have ended up. She could be in Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania, DC, or Virginia. She could also be in New York City, according to a Facebook post posted by her mom on November 2nd. It's been over 2 months now. She could be anywhere in the United States. So really sharing her picture and getting her name out there further is really important. It seems like Alexis could be running away of her own volition or be running to someone or with someone's help. We do know that she doesn't have her own cell phone, and I don't know if investigators have looked into her cell phone and found any information yet, but there hasn't been anything that they've shared with the public. And her family has shared that there was nothing beforehand going on at home that would have, preluded that she was going to run away. That something was going to happen there. There weren't any arguments, there wasn't any big blow-ups, there was no big event happening before her running away, and they had no indication that she was going to run away before she did. That, of course, means that she could have run away of her own choices and just decided to go away for a little while, or that, there was something pulling her to them, that maybe there's someone out there that she's been talking to that could be drawing her to them and leading her to run away, which could explain why she ditched her phone. I mean, a lot of teenagers, even when they run away, still take their phones with them. So the fact that Lexi did drop her phone, could say a lot of things about this, that either this was a very strategic move on her part so she couldn't be tracked, someone told her to drop her phone, or she did this unintentionally whenever she left. And with that being said, if anyone has come into contact with Alexis, provided her with a phone to use, given her a ride, given her a place to stay, recommended somewhere to stay, given her $20, anything, any sort of interaction you've had with Alexis, please call the police. That way they can hopefully follow her footsteps or figure out where she may be going. The family did say that Alexis received a very bad concussion last year and has since been kind of struggling with just behavior. Her behavior's changed a little bit, which most people know that brain injuries and head injuries can cause massive behavioral issues, can change who a person is. And so she hasn't been getting into a lot of trouble or anything like that, or I don't even think they said she's been getting into trouble. She's just been acting differently. She hasn't been acting like herself since that brain injury happened. So they have been getting help for her, but they think that this may be playing a role in why she ran away. That being said, they also say that she may be in need of medical attention. She has been receiving treatment for this concussion, repeated treatment. She was still seeing someone for help with this concussion, and those appointments have had to be canceled because she hasn't come home. She's missed them, and so at this point, she may be in need of medical attention. Because there's no clear reason about why Alexis may have left her home, the family is really asking for help from the public to possibly find her. Alexis seems like a smart girl. She has gotten that far. She got from Delaware to Maryland. I would have been afraid at 15 to walk up to anybody and ask for a ride, but she managed to get that far and even find places to stay. So that means she's obviously a very smart and capable girl, but that doesn't mean that bad things still can't happen to her. I think her mom is less afraid about something having happened to her from the get, that she's obviously shown that she is capable of making it that far, but that something bad is going to happen to her along the way. And I think that's the fear for anyone. I've said it before that kids who run away, that's whenever they're vulnerable. Even if they run away multiple times, no matter how street smart they are, bad people look for those kids to take advantage of. They know to look for those vulnerabilities. They know no one's checking in on them. We know that hitchhiking is dangerous. We know that asking people for rides can be extremely dangerous. And Alexis seems to be doing a great job of it so far. She's made some distance, but unfortunately, she hasn't been sighted since October 6th. It would be horrible if she had made this decision to run away and then someone took advantage of her along the way or took the opportunity to do something bad to her. Just to share with everyone and as a message directly to Alexis, if you somehow see this video, your mother Jennifer isn't mad. She said that she's not mad. She just wants you home. She just wants to spend the holidays with you. Jennifer has specifically said that wherever Alexis may be, she can call her and they will be there right away to get you. They'll come get you no matter where you are. You're not in trouble. They will work out everything once you're home, but they just want to know you're safe. Jennifer had a specific message for her daughter that I'd like to share now. So this is directly to you, Alexis, if you somehow see this video. Alexis, if you're watching this, you always hear me say, no one loves you more than me, and that stands true today. And whatever you may be going through or struggling with, Alexis, your family is more than ready to help you. They aren't upset, they just miss you. So if you can, call them. And they've said that if for some reason someone is keeping Alexis from being able to call, they know that she's a smart girl and she'll find her way out of it. I think that she's proven she's very smart, and I hope that if that is the case, she is able to find her way out of it. But please share this video and try to get Alexis's face a little bit further. Especially if you live in the Northeast region. We know that she's kind of staying up there right now in the Northeast of the United States. But honestly, like I said, it's been over 2 months. She could have gotten anywhere by now. And if you do know where Alexis may be, why she may have run away, or you're one of the people who helped transport her somewhere or even let her use your phone, whatever, please call one of the following numbers. You can call Detective Kerrigan of Delaware State Police at 302-365-8436. You can call the Delaware Crime Stoppers at 1-800-847-3333. You can also call the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800-THE-LOST or 1-800-843-5678. And finally, if you ever see a missing person out and about just on the street, or if you run into them, interact with them, you can call 911, because I know that those numbers are hard to remember except for maybe NCMEC's number. But in any missing person situation, if you see someone who has gone missing and you're trying to report them quickly, call 911. You're allowed to do that. I am filming this video on Sunday, December 11th, 2022, so all of the information in this video is correct up to this date. Hopefully we can share Alexis's information and get it in front of the right people. Hopefully someone up in the Northeast United States sees her somewhere and is able to call. If you don't want to share my video, that's totally fine. I ask that you instead share the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children's poster that is made of Alexis that I have linked in the description box down below. Just sharing her information and getting her out there goes a long way to hopefully help finding her and maybe possibly getting her home by Christmas. I know that's really what her family wants. And for now, that's all I have about Alexis. Thank you so much for watching to this point in the video. Please like and share this video if you can to help get her face out there further. And if you want to hear some deeper dive true crime cases or hear more missing persons profiles, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. If any new information does come out about Alexis, I will always film an update video and get that to you. If I can't get an updated video out for you right away, I will always leave the updated information in a pinned comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!